have these.
These are little kid lollipops, but they're pop drop lollipops, and then with frame. Because a lot of pop drops have these frames.
These are throat pathologist approved.
Throat pathologist. Okay.
You shouldn't need one, but she poops ice cream.
Oh,
I put it over there. It was up there. Oh, got moved. Somebody relocated it on you. It's right.
oh, you don't. You're allowed. You just come up. You want to use a microphone on Shabbat? No. Okay. Never. I'll mention this.
Charlie, somebody moved it. There's other people. It's right there.
Oh, TA. I want to Tony.
I had left it up there for you.
And then she went.
Don't mess with my stage. Hine, Matov,
Matov,
Uma,
Uma,
Naim,
Naim,
Sheverachim, Sheverachim, Gam Yachad. Hine,
Hine,
Matov,
Matov,
Uma,
Uma,
Naim,
Naim,
Sheverachim, Sheverachim, Gam Yachad. Hine, Matov,
Hine, Matov,
Uma, Naim,
Uma, Naim,
Shevet Achim,
Shevet Achim,
Gam Yachad.
Gam Yachad,
Hine Matov,
Hine, Matov,
Uma Naim,
Uma, Naim,
Shevet Achim,
Shevet Achim,
Gam Yachad.
Gam Yachad.
Hine Matov, Uma Naim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Uma Naim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Uma Naim, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad.
May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Good evening, everyone, and an early Shabbat Shalom till the sun goes down, which gets a minute earlier every day. Time flies, obviously, so we're going to start in tonight with the candle lighting ceremony. And, am I correct here? And we invite Tony Ann. She's right. Was there another? Did I? Oh, they're good. To light our Sabbath candles as we rise and turn to page 120 of our prayer books. And for those who are on satellite, hello, greetings from Marco Island. You'll be on page 1.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and into our lives. I should have lit these, right? I'm doing things backwards tonight, sorry. Let's continue reading together. Bless
Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahalik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Everyone, please be seated, and let's turn in our prayer book to page 125. 125. Where has the weak vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat, abide. Let's read together. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and the days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this Shabbat, abide. May these Shabbat hours of rest and renewal, now begun, open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise for all of us.
And on page 142 in Mishkan Tefillah and page 2 in the Satellite Siddur, continue together with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharit, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. On page 144, responsively, Chatzi Kaddish. יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. ועל מה דברך יראותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל. בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתו ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואמרו Amen. As we turn the page, if we can, we rise for the responsive Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Let's turn to the top of page 149 and page 3 of your satellite Siddur. Praise to you, Adonai our God, for whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Together, creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet.
Let's now turn to the middle of page 150 of our prayer book, and we'll read together. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. Let us now turn to the top of page 157, or page 5 of our satellite Siddur. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. Let's read together. That there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nada b'kodesh, norat tehilot osef elev, norat tehilot osef elev. מלכותך רעבנך, בו קיים לפני משה ומרים. זה לי, ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. יא לי 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 לי. יא לי לי לי. יא לי לי.
Let's turn to the middle of page 161, the middle of page 161, bottom of page 5 in this satellite Siddur. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you is true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Together, watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Baruch atah Adonai haborei sukkot. Shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai haborei sukkot. Shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Haborei Sukkot Shalom Shalom Aleinu
Shalom Aleinu.
Ve'al kol Amo Yisrael V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat L'dorotam B'rit Olam V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat L'dorotam B'rit Olam B'ni uvein B'nei Yisrael Oti le'olam Oti le'olam V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat L'dorotam B'rit Olam Ubayom Hashvi Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat L'dorotam B'rit Olam.
As we turn to the tefillah, the core of our Shabbat service, I ask that you please rise and we turn to page 164 in our prayer books, page 7 in the satellite siddur. Either read silently through page 179 or say internally whatever you're feeling at the time. We'll come back together once everyone is seated.
Ose Shalom B'meramav Uyase Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imru Amen. Ose Shalom B'meramav Uyase Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Take time to think. Thoughts are the source of power. Take time to play. Play is the secret of perpetual youth. Take time to read. Reading is the foundation of wisdom. Take time to pray. Prayer can be a rock of strength in time of trouble. Take time to love. Loving is what makes living worthwhile. Take time to be friendly. Friendship gives life a delicious flavor. And take time to laugh. Laughter is the music of the soul. Take time to give. Any day of the year is too short for selfishness. And take time to do your work well. Take pride in your work, no matter what it is. It nourishes the ego and the spirit. Please turn to the middle of page 371 of your prayer book, page 9 in the Satellite Siddur. The Mishparach prayer is for those who are in need of healing, healing of mind, healing of body, healing of spirit. We have asked to offer prayers for our JCI members. And
Our
and Rabbi.
members, Leah Jacobson, Joan Thompson, Bert Thompson, Bert Posner, Larry Satcher, Beth Pavlo, George Karpman, Bill Finfer, Carol Gross, Aaron Alter, Arthur Doxer, June Streisand, John Righteous, Tony Pinto, and the extended family, Julie Fitzgerald, Jane Barron, Brandon Ben Sharon, Pete Karachi, Bernie and Barbara Friedrich, Nan Needleman, Tom Boucher, Scott Snyder, Martha Eldridge Stark, Joan Reiki, Mel Friedberg, Paula McIver, Howard Rosenblum, Reverend Timothy Navin, Margaret Gallivan, Deborah Posner, Arlene Merstein, Ann D'Onofrio, Irvin Shapiro, Lynn Hollander, Harold Hollander, Barbara Kretschmer, Pamela Michael, Elaine Driscoll, Patrick Reedy, Arlene Reinhertz, Leah Rivka Bat Chava Fega Vizorach Mendel, Rachel Yocheved DeGrone, Mordecai Noach DeGrone, Joni Perlman, Eileen Jaskett. Are there any additional names you'd like read? Anyone else? Then we turn to the middle of page 371 and join in. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu Mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
This seventh day is consecrated to the eternal God. On Shabbat, eternal sign of creation, we remember that we are created in the divine image. Therefore, we'll raise a cup in thanksgiving. Before we proceed with the Kiddush, I just wanted to take a moment for a short story, though I'm not known for short stories, but I will make a short one, and a memory that I'd like to share. This evening, I observed my brother Barry's yahrzeit, and he would have been 80 next month. Barry died from injuries in a car accident at the age of 26. But in his teen years, he played basketball in our hometown, and he was a champ on the team. And Barry was short, like me, although he was a great basketball player. But he, like all Jewish boys, learned the meaning of a bar mitzvah when they turn age 13. And of course, what is the meaning of a bar mitzvah? A bar mitzvah is when a Jewish boy finally realizes he's got a better chance of owning a sports team than playing for one. But he loved to play. And he had a teammate also on this biddy team, and his name was also Barry. What are the odds? 2 Barrys on the team. So Barry Blum had a brother, Charles Blum. The other Barry on a team had a brother named Barry Holtz, a familiar name. And how ironic that that would be the case, because the Charles Blum, the brother of Barry Blum, is standing right here in front of you, and the Barry Holtz brother is Marty Holtz. Is that amazing? And I didn't know that until about 2-3 years ago. Quite cool, I have to say. So anyway, the same name and same group, and here we are down in Florida. But at the same time, as I remember, and I think back to my brother in the short time that I had with him, is that time is short, obviously, but we lived at 15 North Baltimore Avenue, and why I give the numbers, because at 16 North lived other people, the Sherman family, and Michael and Arthur lived there, and Michael was a little bit older than me, only about 1.5 years, and he was, when my parents took me home from the hospital, he came over to visit. Obviously, he was only like 1, but his mom wouldn't leave him alone. The same thing was said about Arthur, the older brother, that my brother was schlepped over across the street to meet him when he came home from the hospital. Michael, since that time, and we have been friends for our entire life and are best friends, and now he's down here on Marco, a great chiropractor, by the way, if you need one. But aside from that, we see each other probably 3 to 4 days a week, and how cool is that to have your childhood literally from birth? And the fact that Arthur also was at my bar mitzvah and Barry's, and Arthur is here tonight. So we'd like to do the honors, Arthur, if you would kindly come up and do the Kiddush for us. I know you don't want a microphone because you don't use one on Shabbat, and we respect that. But I think with this crowd, small, you'll be able to be heard. So Arthur Sherman from Ventnor, New Jersey. Also, I should note that Arthur is known as the chauffeur blower extraordinaire up in the Northeast.
Thank you. Well, thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all their legion. And on the seventh day, God completed his work, which he had done, and he abstained on the seventh day from all work which he had done. God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because on it he had abstained from all work which God had created to make. Vayachulu hashamayim v'oretz v'kol tzevam v'chol Elohim b'yom hashvi malchuto asher asa vayishba b'yom hashvi mikol malchuto asher asa v'varech Elohim es yom hashvi v'kidesh oto kivo shabas mikol malchuto asher bara Elohim la'asod savrimanam Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei pri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu V'shabbat kadsho v'hava v'ratzoni chilanu Zicharon l'maaseh v'reishit Yehu yom tefillah l'mikroei kodesh Zecher l'tzias Mitzrayim Kivanu b'charta Yotanu kidashta Mikol Amim Shabbat kadshecha V'hava v'ratzon Inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mikal Kadesh HaShabbat.
Thank you, Arthur. Oh, yeah, while you're up here, we got another job for you.
I didn't wash.
You want to have the honor?
Yes, I will, and,
Can you
is this from Bob? It's the Bob Holiday?
We join in Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lachem min haaretz b'tei avon. You gonna do it?
Moment here.
Avan.
Nagila Chava, Nagila Chava, Nagila V'Yismacha, Hava, Nagila Chava, Nagila Chava, Nagila V'Yismacha, Hava, Ranana, Hava, Ranana, Hava, Ranana, V'Yismacha, Hava, Ranana, Hava, Ranana, Hava, Ranana, V'Yismacha. Urachim v'litzameach, urachim v'litzameach, urachim, urachim v'litzameach. Again, you're reading. The president says reading, so I'm going to take his word for it. A bit of fifth. Dear God, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be. Tickets will be available shortly, folks. Everybody been fed? And it is a Bob Kala? It is. Oh, thank you, Bob, if you're watching.
Okay, down, boy. Down. You left us with a freezer full.
How thoughtful. We have just a few more weeks before they return, right? Oh, good. Okay. It is my privilege this evening and pleasure to bring up for this week's Parashah Shoftim our first Vice President, Morris Margolis. You can swallow your bread first.
So I realize it's out of your control, but Harry gave me a pretty weighty parsha to discuss. So like she says, this week's Torah portion is Shoftim, or Judges. It's found in Deuteronomy starting at chapter 16, verse 18. It's one of the Torah's most powerful discussions about justice, leadership, responsibility, and moral decision-making. Moses is preparing the Israelites to enter the land of Israel, and he teaches them how to build a just society. It's interesting because the discussion is that of Moses talking as if he has the foresight to know how the Israelites will organize and govern themselves in the future by speaking of cities, kings, and judges. Shoftim discusses fair courts, the need for reliable witnesses, limits on the power of kings, the role of prophets, cities of refuge, and ethical conduct even during war. So I'll discuss a couple of the major points that I find relevant even today. The first word of the parsha is Shoftim, judges. It begins with the requirement that you shall appoint judges and officials in every city with courts in the gates of the city, and it states, justice, justice shall you pursue, that you may thrive in the land Adonai is giving you, as if this is the cornerstone to a successful society. According to interpretation, emphasizing the word justice twice implies that it is also the process of justice that ensures the final outcome to be just and fair. That is, the end does not justify the means. The parsha discusses the conduct of judges, including the requirement of impartiality, and specifically states that taking bribes blinds the eye of justice. These are all cornerstones of our justice system today. When these aspects of our system today fail, justice fails, as we have often seen. Shoftim goes on to discuss witnesses, specifically with regard to capital punishment. Moses states that no one should be put to death on the testimony of a single witness, and that once a verdict is decided, it must be obeyed, as this gives weight to the gravity of such a high decision. Again, these are issues we grapple with today. We not only continue to debate the merits of capital punishment, but we also deal with the issue of those wrongly convicted. There are many people on our death rows and in prison that have been convicted of a crime on the testimony of a single witness. It has been shown many times that such witness testimony can be unreliable, and many times is coerced to reach a predetermined end. Therefore, when testimony is recanted or new evidence becomes available, it can be difficult, if not impossible, to reverse a conviction, adding further evidence that a just process is necessary to achieve a just result. In my view, this is one of the major failings of our justice system today. When the first part of the system is broken, it almost appears sometimes that the tables are turned, as accused are required to prove innocence instead of prosecutors proving guilt. Among other things discussed are the requirements of the king. Moses speaks of choosing a king and of the requirements, including that a king should be chosen from your own people and should not be a foreigner, own too many horses and wives, and amass wealth. Again, these are issues that form ours and other governments around the world today, are concepts and elements enshrined in our Constitution by our founding fathers. As is the basis for the president of our country, the king is to be humble, not above the law, and is a part of, not above the community. Our first presidents when they left office, took a carriage home and resumed their previous lives as ordinary citizens. At its core, Shoftim teaches that justice is not automatic. While many things discussed in this parsha do not translate to modern times, I find it amazing how such foresight the Torah addresses many issues that we grapple with today, and further, how relevant these guidelines are today, both ethically and governmentally. A good society does not happen by accident. It requires honest leaders, fair laws, and people who are committed to doing what's right. Shabbat Shalom.
Ladies and gentlemen, my honor and pleasure. No, not yet. I'm giving this little bio here. The president of the JCMI, Keith Alter.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, everybody. Charlie, thank you. Morris, thank you very much. It was great. Please stay after our services for our Oneg Shabbat with some great food, and as I always say, root beer floats. Tonight's Oneg was coordinated by Mitch Braun, Bob Jaz, and Barbara Holtz. Our lovely duo flowers, we have two up here, which are both absolutely gorgeous, in memory by Charlie Blum and Karen Tessel Blum in honor of Barry Blum, Charlie's brother, who we were just talking about. The other beautiful, beautiful flowers are sponsored by Lynn Wilk, in memory of Michael Wilk, Lynn's husband. Current details of everything going on in our congregational life, as you will know, are found on our website, our monthly newsletter, the messenger, and our semi-weekly notifications. The high holidays are coming. Trust me, they're coming. Packets have been mailed out. You should already be having them. If you have not already returned your package with your desires and wishes for food, as well as the other options you have in the package, please do. You can check the website for more details, and there are flyers around the building. Bubby's Bakery is ramped up. Not going to be ramped up, it is ramped up. And they're looking for sponsors. So if you're looking to help out, it's $125 sponsorship. You can give a check to the office. This New Year's Eve, which also is not that far away, as I've been mentioning, we are now putting together a combination dinner concert. Dinner next door at La Tavola, and a concert here, and we're bringing back the cover band, the Bee Gees, that we had before. So you would have dinner first, time to be announced, come here for dinner, and then there's actually going to be an option to go back over there afterwards for cake and champagne. That can be bought as a package deal or a la carte. The 2026-27 book club flyers are now available around the building and on our website. The chess club meets every Tuesday from 9:30 to 12. Contact Irv Pavlo. Their office is selling Memorial Yitzhak candles. And don't forget, as always, to bring food in for those in our community less fortunate. We can come in on Fridays or any time during the week. And there's also a donation box for the Tzedakah. Last but not least, will be flyers being posted for the dates only so far, for the movie festival. They've been set. Tony Ann will be putting those up, and then the actual movie titles themselves will be following soon, so keep your eyes open for that. We'll be on the corkboard out that way. And now, as we move to the conclusion of tonight's worship, I invite Beth and Frank, fresh off their first cruise, and please reopen our prayer books to page 586 and rise together. Again, Shabbat Shalom.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Look, the trees are turning their own bodies into pillars of light, are giving off the rich fragrance of cinnamon and fulfillment. The long tapers of cattails are bursting and floating away over the blue shoulders of the ponds. And in every pond, no matter what its name is nameless now. Every year, everything I have ever learned in my lifetime leads back to this: the fires and the black river of loss, whose other side is salvation, whose meaning none of us will ever know. To live in this world, you must be able to do three things: to love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones, knowing your own life depends on it, and when the time comes, to let it go, to let it go. Tonight we offer Kaddish for those observing Shiva, Shalashim, Ravalut, and Cantor.
We're celebrating Shoftim for Sandy Footlukanov, Florence Bastardo, and the art sites for Max Barron, Barry Blum, John Bodner, Jennifer Cohen, Teresa Cohen, Sadie Fast, Celia Katz, Mildred Malkin, Leona Oppenheim, Joe Stephen Rosenberg, Arnold Charles Saltzman, Ethel Yarab Schwartz, Zevulun Tuchman, Minna Wallach, Hyman Weiss, Michael Wilk, David Wise, Francis Aken. Are there any other names? Then we turn to page 598 for the Kaddish and rise if you choose. Yitkadal, V'yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma Divarach Hirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, U'vyomechon, U'v'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala U'bizman Kari Ve'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mebarach Le'alam U'la'almei Almaya, Yitbarach, Yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadad, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dikucha B'richu, Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tush Birchata V'nechemata, Da'amiran Ve'alma V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba Min Shamaya, V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'momav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imru, Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to those who are bereaved. And let us say, Amen. To conclude this evening's service, we turn to page 625 for Adon Olam. Yeah. It's the echo one.
What melody did you pick out for us tonight?
Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
Terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Le'et Nasa,
La'yet Natzah,
V'chefso Kol,
V'chefsa
Azai Melech Shmo Nikra, V'acharei Kihlot HaKol. Did I say 625? Levado Yimloch Noah, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hoveh, V'hu Yiyeh B'tifara. Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
Terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Le'ed Nasa,
La'yet Natzah,
V'chefso Kol,
V'chefsa Kol,
Azai Melech Shmo Nikra, V'hu Echad V'yein Sheni, L'hamshir Lo L'hachbira, B'li Reshit, B'li Taklit, V'lo Ha'oz V'hamizra. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Le'et Nasa,
La'yet Natzah,
V'chefso Kol,
V'chefsa Kol,
Azai Melech Shmo Nikra, V'hu Eli V'chai Gali, V'tzorech Li B'etzah, V'hu Nisi Umanos Li, Menat Kosi V'yom Ekra. Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
Terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Le'ed Nasa,
La'yet Natzah,
V'chefso Kol,
V'chefsa Kol,
Azai Melech Shmo Nikra,
Nikra,
B'yado Avkid Ruchi, B'eit Ishan V'ya'ira, V'im Ruchi Giviyati, Adonai li v'lo ira.
Big finish. Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
Terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Le'et Nasa,
La'yet Natzah,
V'chefso Kol,
V'chefsa Kol,
Azai Melech Shmo Nikra. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Love you. Sorry, I skipped over the thing. But that's where I went off the shoot, sorry. Thank you,
Oh,
thank you,
yes.
thank you. That was wonderful. Delivered
What?
better than me on your knees. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it was easy to do with that.
I thought you meant.
I mean, it was how many cubics are in a foot.
How's things going? How's mom?
Mom's doing great. Mom got a electric wheelchair today, and she's zipping all over the place. Yeah.
Was it a surprise, or she knew?
No,
was
she
getting
knew,
it?
no. We were originally going tomorrow, and the place was closed, so Keith took her up today. They drove home with it.
No way.
She's all set.
Around with, you know, when the email comes out,
Wanted one that was, could be both manual and electric.
that's what she was saying. Nobody kind of knew. She wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very fortunate she's happy about it.
Yeah.
He told us that, because that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, the asterisk doesn't point to anything that says that it's terrible. Either yes, yeah. So anyway, like, so now the question is, and I'll talk to Frank about it. Do we need to have an asterisk that says, I mean, I'll put it up saying that they're memorialized with black. So at least we know what